things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Wormley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Takes the ground. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Throwing right. He makes a catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but, David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back. It's a big...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45, on his way. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then
fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. The Golden Bears are threatening in the red zone. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
that is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Rushes on him. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Flips it out in the flat. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. Use thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And he unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and picked up the first.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they sniffed that draw out. When the draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Got room to work. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's going to run it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Golden Bears need to pick it up on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air. It's Lawrence. Hucks it out of the air. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Unloads quickly. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Trojans are flying down the field. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays plays and a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Working the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
With the catch, it's long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lawrence. Hauls it in. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football. The defense able to knock it loose.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to take a shot at this DB. Wide open. He makes the catch. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. first drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback moving. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Well, give it to him again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He caught it. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by a field goal over Miami. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the move. Jumped on top of the pile.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the move.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Using his feet. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Keeps it on the bootleg. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Lawrence. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the screen.
He'll take the deep shot. Catch in time at 30 and still running. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. The handoff to Johnson.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps to his left. Out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. Forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well.
Oh, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly.
And a lot of times you see something you want to take advantage of, but the defense did an unbelievable job. Almost like they were playing for the fake, sat on it, read it beautifully, and forced the turnover on downs.
Makes the quick grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
Red pass, it's complete. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 101 away to start the season.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to win.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 36 to Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That is really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got his man downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Steamrolls his way ahead. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.